Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, obviously as you've seen, my name is Chantel. Before I get into this, I just want to say at the time of recording I've had 60,000 views on my braiding hair video, and I know, like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, when people are doing millions and hundreds of thousands, like, it's not that much, but honestly, mind blown. I can't believe that so many of you guys bothered to watch it, whether you thought it was long. Some people told me it was too long, some people said I talked too much, but every single one of you, I appreciate it so much. And I know a lot of new subscribers came from that video. You guys were saying you liked my intro, so thank you for that. For those of you in the UK, it was by Luke at Idiot's Guide to 25, so check him out. So I felt like the video that made sense to follow up from that was my makeup tutorial from the day. Obviously hair's different, it feels like a completely different look, but a lot of you guys asked questions about the makeup or my lashes and stuff like that, so I felt like it made sense as a natural transition to give the people what they want. So that's what I'm trying to do today. So obviously, you know, with editing I've already filmed it, so a warning in advance. I'm so sorry guys, but it is long. There's no direction because I'm just chatting about anything and everything, so really sorry about that. But you know, moving forward, I'm a work in progress, okay guys, bear with me. Really hope that you guys enjoy it, and if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be notified whenever I next post. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first thing I want to clarify is let the records reflect that I do not remember actually what I did. Like, a lot of my looks are just kind of winging it from beginning to end, so this is just going to be a very hopefully close recreation of the look that you guys asked for. So I'm using the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I'm just going to use the shade Baja, which is a transition colour, just to kind of warm up my eye to begin. Now I'm just going to try and blend that out as much as possible. This isn't even going to be like a real tutorial. I'm more interested in the chit chat, to be honest. I don't know about you guys, but once I'll talk you guys through the eyes properly, but once this is done, I feel like the rest, obviously I'll just list the products below and you guys will be seeing what I'm using and doing. I'll be like switching in and out of the detail for you. One thing I forgot to mention is that to prep my eyelids, I used the P. Louise Rumer in shade number 5 all over my lids, just to create a really nice base. This is like amazing, and Rumer number 2 is really good for making your doing your cut crease and making your eyeshadow really pop, especially on dark skin tones. So I've gone over with the transition color. You guys can see I've just like blended it out around my eye. And now I'm gonna go in with Juvia's Place the Nubian 2. Just gonna be using this brush by Cosette. It's quite fluffy, as you can see, to put on the shade Nefertiti on my lid. Guys, it's been so long since I've done makeup on here, like I don't even know where to look, if I'm in focus. This is very off-brand for me, but I'm excited to like have a bit of a play around again. So that's kind of mainly focusing on my inner eye here and just to around the middle. Now I'm going to go back to my Urban Decay palette, and I'm going to use the shade Punk, which is like a dark brown, just to kind of, it's not making a real crease, but just to add a little bit of shadow in that corner. And then the final step, this is so literally like the easiest look, is back to the Born to Run palette, and I'm using the shade Ignite, and it's literally just in that middle bit. It's a bit more of a copper, whereas the Juvia's Place one was a goldish, and that is literally just in the middle of your lid, and that is it. Like, it is so easy. Okay, now I'm just taking a damp tissue just to wipe off the excess of the shadow here and just clean up the edges a tiny little bit, and we're obviously going to come back to that with concealer later. You guys, obviously a lot of you are new here. Listen guys, I was so overwhelmed. Like, I feel like 5% of the views on my last video were like me just checking back to be like, oh my gosh, like people are actually watching, they're actually watching. Normally I literally average about maybe 2,000, 3,000, 1,000 sometimes, like, views, and like I'm okay with that, you know, slow but steady growth. But then literally I was seeing it every like few hours it was like another 100, another 1,000, and I was like, ah! So obviously since then I have been so scared. Like, it's funny because it's kind of like something that you always want to happen, but then when the pressure comes, I was like, okay, well, so many new subscribers, and which I'm so grateful for again, but I was just like, oh my gosh, like the pressure is on, like I need to deliver good content, and I just switched off. I panicked and I shut down. And so there was a time when I was just like not posting on YouTube obviously, or Instagram, and I was just like, okay, well, there's so much expectation, like that's the only hair video I've got for you guys, like it's the only exciting hair I do, and then obviously you guys requested the makeup look, so I was like, okay, let me start with something that I know people want to see. But it was so funny as well, like obviously the more visible you are to people, the more people have opinions, and you always hear about people, and like YouTube comments can sometimes be like a bit of a sensitive place to be if you're not like, you know, ready to really deal with that. I've been fine, to be honest. Obviously if you guys go on my last video, you'll see there's a few comments where people say I talk too much. I'm sorry, okay? I can't help it, you know. I did want the tutorial to be like as detailed as possible for you guys. So yeah, you know what, you're right, I did talk a lot, but my thing was, if I talk too much, you can mute me. Like, it's really, you know, you can mute me, put on your own music and just watch. You can watch another video, you can fast forward it, you can, I don't know. I was just like, okay, well, some of you guys enjoyed it, and obviously that's the most important thing, but I was like, well damn, a girl can't just tell you a few things. Like, I just want to talk. I just want to chat to you guys. I'm trying to help. But yeah, no, I was so happy that you guys found the video useful. Major side note, I am using the Morphe 439 brush, and I was using NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Macau. I was watching back some of my old YouTube videos, and oh child, the ghetto, for real. Like, some of the stuff I'm just like, oh, like, why did you do that with your makeup? Like, why does it look like that? Wearing the wrong shade foundation, just, I mean, like, my eyeshadow, you know, it's still a work in progress, but it's definitely improved. I feel like I'm better at like blending and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just interesting to look back and see. So yeah, my techniques have changed a lot. I'm using the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced in Warm Sand, and then because it's a little bit lighter, I'm going to be using the NARS concealer, Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel also, just to like properly brighten the under eyes. Like I said, guys, I don't know what you're expecting from this. It's like half tutorial, half not. Maybe I'll decide to mute it and just do a voiceover and fast forward for you guys, seeing as y'all think I talk too much. But no, I feel like during lockdown I bought so many new products that I've had like fun playing with, and obviously because we weren't going out, I can't multitask. Let's get that out of the way, okay? Let's talk about it. I can't multitask. Do you guys see how I'm struggling? Every time you see? Every time I have to focus, like, I can't talk. It's either I talk or I work. After this though, I don't know if you guys remember, I harassed, if you don't follow me on Instagram, first of all, make sure that you do. But if you do already follow me, like a few months ago, I harassed you guys for questions. I wanted to do a Q&A. And the amount of times I tried to film that, like I think 3 times, I wanted it to be like a get ready with me Q&A. And I just realised I can't do it. Because literally, I'll be in the middle of answering a question and I'll just stop and I'll just be talking to you, and then realise before you know it, the video is like 40 minutes long. So that ain't it. I'm just blending this out. Obviously the beauty blender, I can't remember where this was from. I think it was, I actually got it in Target when I went to America. Guys, I was so happy that I managed to get out of the country before lockdown, I can't lie. Like, but it was so close, as in literally I came back on maybe like Friday, and then by Monday lockdown had started, like everything had started shutting down. And even because I went to New York, and even while I was out there, like things started closing, and then my flight got cancelled, like to come home, and I was thinking, boy, if there's one place to be stranded though, in theory, New York's a good time. But when everything was closed, it was just like, okay, yeah, no, like I actually want to go home now. So my flight was actually delayed by like 2 days. But I made it. But yeah, no, like while I was there, before things started closing, I managed to like do dinner and brunch, which was really, really nice. And I feel like at this point it might be the only trip that I take this year, because, you know, I don't know, I'm just scared. I've been seeing people do Dubai and stuff, like people are really starting to venture out, but I don't know if I'm ready yet to take that risk. So like, I'd say definitely one thing, I know I feel like a lot of my subscribers are actually in the US. I feel like one of the good things about being here in England is that travel is so cheap to like other countries. Like you can spend like £30, $40, $50, and you'll be in a completely different country, different culture, different like climate, everything. So that's one thing I would say, as mad as England and its leadership is, that's one thing I'm grateful for. So yeah, I don't know, maybe October at a push, but my dad's turning 60 in November, and we were hoping to have gone away for that. So maybe, I don't know, if you guys are, well, wherever you're based, have you guys tried to venture out? Are you open to it, or is it kind of like a wait and see how everyone else is first? Because that's one thing that I thought like after all the restaurants and stuff opened, I thought I was gonna stay at home and just like wait and see. But boy, first day I went to 2 brunches and then dinner, and yeah, I really lived my life. But child, it is scary. First of all, I think it's been interesting to see as well how like different places have dealt with corona, as in the reopening of like restaurants and stuff. Like some are wearing masks, some are checking your temperature, and some just as if literally nothing happened. Like they're just like business as usual, everyone's sitting on top of each other, there's no like system to anything. So yeah, it's been interesting to see. Sorry, in terms of setting powder, I'm really just chatting, like this has no topic, no direction, it's just like, yeah, I'm talking, so I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna talk again. This is the Coty translucent powder. It's called Airspun, I think, and I am obsessed with this. Like, it is 100% better than Laura Mercier. This and the Chanel powder are just everything. And then I'm using a contour stick from Primark, but they have literally, it's just like a £1 foundation and contour stick, and this is the darker shade, Rich Espresso. So I use it, just put it on a brush and apply it just there. And I'm going to blend it out later and also use a powder. So this is just kind of initial application, and also around your hairline too. Guys, let me tell you actually what I need to do next. I've learned how to braid now. What I need to do next is learn how to cornrow or camrow. I don't know what's the best way to pronounce it, but guys, I was like, one day I washed my hair, blow dried it, and I said, today I'm gonna learn how to cornrow. Like, I'm dedicated to it. I won't stop until I get it. 5 minutes in, I was just like, why is it so hard? Like, my fingers weren't listening to me. Obviously, because I've not had nails on as well, I thought, oh, this is like the best time to learn. It's gonna be like so smooth. Meanwhile, the struggle is so real. I have struggled, and I gave up. I can't lie, I gave up. To blend out and like dust off my under eye. This is the most haphazard tutorial ever. Like, I know you guys are gonna be in my comments complaining like, what was this? Even me, when I sit down to edit, I'm just gonna be like, should I refilm it? But I'm determined. Like, whatever I talk about, this is what you guys are gonna get, okay? I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 355 and a big fluffy brush just to kind of like dust off that excess powder that I used to set my face. Also, I'm really excited for Fenty Skin. Hello. The thing is, I feel like people, there've been rumours for a minute, but like now it's confirmed and we know it's come in. Woo, child. It's going to be exciting. Very, very excited about that. You know me, like literally most of the things that Fenty Beauty released I bought. Even if not straight away, like eventually I tried to resist and then they got me. But the skincare line I definitely want to try. I don't know about you guys, but I have taken care of my skin more during lockdown than I have my entire life. Like literally. I'm using the Becca Cosmetics bronzer in this is the Sunlit bronzer in Maui Nights, which is a really, really nice like brick red brownie type thing. I feel like it's a hybrid between a bronzer and a blush, like that's how it comes out for me. But yeah, see, there's no direction, so now I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, skincare. Okay, yeah, so I have dedicated so much time and money to my skincare routine than I ever have in my life, and my skin has been loving me for it. Like literally, I feel like my makeup sits so much better. My skin is just like more often than not pretty much clear, I can't lie. And yeah, guys, the lack of direction, I can't stress this is a hot mess. The Makeup Revolution Patricia Bright contour palette and blush. This is in the shade You Are Gold, and I'm just using the contour. But yeah, so when I started using The Ordinary, specifically their caffeine powder, caffeine oil, like caffeine solution or whatever it's called, I then started to get texture in my eyes. I've never had that issue before, but like literally around here I'd get like a really like tiny rash, and it just meant that like when I'm doing my concealer and setting it and stuff, it just wasn't sitting as well, so I literally had to cut that out. But I think one of the things with The Ordinary is, obviously I've also had really good experience with other products. I feel like it's literally just a trial and error thing. Like even for me, I am going to do a video on the products that I used from them, but I feel like it's not a one size fits all. Like what works for me might not work for the next person, even if, say for example, we both have like dry skin, like it still might not react the same. And I feel like that's one thing that's like, it's annoying and time consuming, but when you get the right combo, like honey baby, it is worth it, trust me. Now all I do, this is the Lancome Dazzling Bronze Dual Finish Highlighter. You can see, really nice bronzy tone. Now the only places I highlight are literally just like the tip of my nose, just there, and then just here on the bridge as well. And I don't even want it to be like too much. It's just like, you see how it just catches the light there. So yeah, so these are the only two places that I do, and then to be honest, I should use a different brush, but then I just go back over this and do a slight contour with the Patricia Bright contour again, and again I just kind of focus it there on the bridge of the nose, and then here just on the tip. Now guys, one thing that you should know about me if you're new here is my constant switch of accents. It is annoying to me and my homegirls, you know, but it is what it is. I've been doing this for as long as I can remember, and it is, I can't lie, it probably does get annoying, but I can't help it. I'm working on it, you know. I really am. That's pretty much my base done. Now what I'm going to do off camera is my liner and lashes, because that is embarrassing and nobody needs to see it because I'm very much still a hot mess. When I learn is when I think it'll be worth showing you guys anything, but right now no one needs to see that. And then when I come back, we'll just finalize the lips and the under eye as well. Guys, you know that TikTok where people are like, tonight one of you will betray me? Yeah, let me tell you, first of all, that is always my lashes and my eyeliner, without fail. If there's one thing that knows how to ruin my day and my makeup, it is my lashes and my eyeliner. I'm big mad. Anyway, we got there in the end, you know, we made it. I had a few questions in my braids video about the lashes I was wearing. Now, I've said to people I definitely am really bad with remembering that because I have this. So this is the Morphe lash book. I have 2 of these and they come in empty, so my problem is that every time I get new lashes I refill them into that, so I don't actually remember which lashes are which that I'm using, but they are definitely tatty lashes. I'm gonna guess and say TL3, but that's just a guess. But yeah, I definitely recommend the lash book because I have so many pairs of lashes and always constantly like carrying them, like when I'm doing my makeup and stuff. Like it's a lot easier to keep them in one, obviously, little booklet, so I'll put a link to that below. Now we're going to add the pop of colour. So this is what I use. I mean, you can use any colour, whether you want it to be like a bright blue like this, or if you want to switch it up to pink. This is the Urban Decay Beached eyeshadow palette, and these are the colours that you get in there. So the one that I use for my under eye is, I think it's a mixture of these 2 blues here, and I'm just going to take a really skinny brush. I'm using the Urban Decay flat eyeshadow in E206, and I'm just going to dab a little bit of that colour. So mainly actually it's double dip that I use, and literally just do that on my under eye, just being careful to try not get any fallout. You guys that do your eyeshadow after your foundation, I just could never. I tried and it was just such a flop. Do not recommend. I do not have the range. Same as like I said last time, you guys that do knotless braids. I admire it, but I could never. Okay, so literally, I feel like it just really brightens the whole look and just adds, you guys saw how simple the actual eyeshadow was, so it's literally the pop of colour I feel like that brings out the, you know, the little something extra. And then I'm going to finish off with the, sorry it's got foundation on it, the Fenty Beauty, this is their hydrating mist. No, that was a whole lie. Everything I said was a lie. This is the What It Do makeup refreshing spray. I don't know where I got that from, but I love this. I don't know if you'll see on camera how this sprays, but it's proper misty. Maybe that's why I called it hydrating mist, because it moves like one. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna spray. I feel like I overdo it, but don't judge me. On my lips, I'm going to be using the Cork liner from MAC, which is a really good chocolatey brown. I feel like chestnut is more of like a cool tone. This is like a lot warmer, I would say. When it comes to my lip combo, like right now I don't have like a standard. I feel like it's constantly changing. I just keep on adding until I get like the desired shade. And then in the middle of my lips, I use, these are like my standard combos. So to start, I use the Fenty Beauty Stunner Lip Paint in Unbutton, and I just put that just in the middle of my lips, just to add a little ombre kind of thing going on. And if you want a matte lip, literally you could just leave it at that, but I think in the video I did a gloss, so that's what we're going to do today. And I'm using the NYX, is it NYX or NYX? Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. And just going to go over the inner part of my lip again where I put the Fenty. And these, I feel like these two complement each other so well. And then, because I don't want to dilute the colour, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Hot Chocolate, which is a really nice, like, it looks like a copper kind of colour. I'm going to be putting it over where I put my lip liner basically, so just on the outer part of the lip. So you still are going to get that like ombre kind of feel, but just now with more gloss. And the final thing that I've been doing recently, so I first got this lip lingerie in a PR package, and I was just like, who is this for? This is, the shade was just, this is shade Lidley number 16, and it just looks ashy, it just looks dry, it is very cool. However, It's a really nice contrast for your inner lip. I really like the shape of the brush. Can you see that contour, which really fits onto your lip? And then I'm just going to put that right in the middle of my lip. You guys can see it brightens it, the center again. And then last but not least, the hair. There you have it. This is it. This is the finished look. I am so in love with this hair. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen I've been wearing it the past few weeks. It is actually a 5x5 closure from New Hair. You see how easy that lifts? Like, if you know me, I do not believe in gluing my hair down. Like, it is the bane of my existence. With everything that I have, I hate it. So this is completely perfect for me, protecting my edges. You know, I even react to Got2Bs, so this is like everything that I needed and more. The colour, I was so scared because I've never done like anything like bright like this before, from what I can remember anyway. So yeah, really excited about the hair. So yeah, really excited about the hair. Make sure you check them out, like I said, New Hair. If you guys have any questions, I know this was a hot mess of a chit chat, like no topic, no structure, nothing. If you have any questions about product use or technique or anything like that, just let me know in the comments below and I will get back to you. And yeah, I'm literally about to film like in a minute a Q&A, so make sure you stay tuned for that whenever it's uploaded and edited, whatever. And again, I just want to say thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. Like, you guys don't even understand. Like, it just means so much that you guys actually care about what I'm saying, even though I talk too much. Evidently, we've got another long video and my Q&A is going to be long, but I promise I'm going to do a short one for you guys. It's going to be a short eyeshadow tutorial. Literally, we won't even touch base again unless you guys request it. Then obviously I'm going to deliver, but other than that, yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video and stay safe. Bye guys.